Welcome to the Hemlock State Explorer. It is a glorious fall day here in Schuylkill County, and we are going to hike the Lebanon Reservoir loop. To your left, you can see Swatera Furnace, the first iron furnace in Schuylkill County, and you can join us as we explore the history of that at hemlockstateexplorer.com. But for now, we'll head up this easy road, and it won't stay easy for long because we'll be ascending Second Mountain. There's a gap in the mountains with a reservoir and a dam called Segrist Dam. It is paved and easy. There'll just be some elevation, and as you can see this glorious golden foliage before us, we're hoping to see a lot more of that. The Lebanon Reservoir is in a gap of the mountains, so it's surrounded by these beautiful hillsides of colorful foliage, and you can see the color reflected off of the reservoir like a mirror. So stick with us, you will not want to miss this beautiful fall adventure. The path splits, and we took the left-hand trail first so we could visit the spillway at the bottom of the Segrist Dam. We've had some dry weather lately, so there's no water flowing over the spillway right now. Interestingly, right at the breast of the dam at the top there used to be a covered railroad bridge. I forget the years of its operation, but if I can dig up any public domain photos online, I'll post them at hemlockstateexplorer.com. But here you can see to the right and then to the left, we're in a gap between Second Mountain. Blue Mountain is actually to our south. Wow, just look at those colors. We're in a very special region of Pennsylvania, near and dear to my heart, where the striated mountains, that is a sequence of mountain, valley, and so on in parallel, begin really separating southeastern Pennsylvania from the rest of the state. It's just it's a great area to explore because of the mountains. It feels more secluded than it actually is, and it's one of the great hiking places easily accessible to southeastern Pennsylvania, which really isn't particularly known for its outdoor adventure opportunities. There are some, but not many, and the fun kind of starts here. And there's fascinating history behind this area to boot. And you can check out some of those other adventures at our website, hemlockstateexplorer.com. We've ascended to the top of the Segrist Dam, and we'll be hiking the perimeter of the lake, which will bring us on the other side there to those gloriously colored mountains. But this is important information. Because of this gate and the fence, it looks like we're at the end of the line, but the trick is actually to go to the right of the gate, and it might not be readily apparent, but this is the trail right here. It just skirts the fence, so don't be discouraged if you run into the gate. Just find the trail on the right side. And right now we're about to encounter the glorious lake in a beautiful pine stand. Immediately past the dam, we encountered a rocky portion, but it really wasn't too bad, and then we entered this glorious pine stand right against the lake. This would be a perfect picnic area. The breeze is picking up as we get close to the reservoir. And this, my friends, is what we came for. There's a beach area, even some tiny waves. Whoa, this is glorious. I'm gonna just pan around and shut my mouth a bit and let you take it in. Wow, the soothing sounds of the waves, the breeze, and that foliage. We are in peak foliage right here in Schuylkill County. The puffy clouds against the blue sky. Oh, praise the Lord. This just fills you with joy. not even a particularly large reservoir, but I love how it's situated in this gap of the mountains. Whew. Wow, you could spend some time here. But here's what the shoreline looks like, and that is the trail. We'll head back up to the main trail around the reservoir in a few minutes. After leaving the beach area, and although I'm reluctant to call it that because being the water supply for the city of Lebanon, there's no swimming or boating allowed, but in any case we enter this beautiful, not hemlock, rhododendron stand, and we're actually walking through a rhododendron tunnel right now. So after that beautiful lake view with the colors and now a rhododendron tunnel, what more could you ask for? This trail has been worth the trip already, not to mention the Swatera furnace right at the beginning. We've just encountered the first blazes on the trail. We have orange and red blazes that way and an arrow directing us to the left. The trail does continue up ahead to an area known as Jeff's Swamp. That'll be an adventure for another day. There are some very interesting things there. But for now, we'll cross down to the sound of the flowing water because I want to show you the cable bridge. And then we'll continue on the other side of the reservoir. If you choose to see the Jeff Swamp area, that will connect with a trail up on the other side of the mountain, up to the other mountain rather, called Sharp Mountain. And you can see our exploration of at least part of Sharp Mountain, particularly the mines and fossil pits at hemlockstateexplorer.com. I think I entitled it something like abandoned mines and fossil finds on Sharp Mountain. But here is the cable bridge. This is going to be fun. So I intended to bring my tripod, but I forgot. So you'll get to miss out on seeing me cross this cable bridge, but it is awful fun. Actually, let me see if I can do this one-handed and take the camera with me. One moment. There we go. Yeah, okay, yep, come and cross with me. Here's what we're going over. This is fun. Bring the kids here, they'll love it. After crossing the cable bridge, follow Rattling Run towards the reservoir. It'll just be a minute's walk and you'll encounter a large campsite just before the mouth where Rattling Run flows into the lake. From there, look for these orange blazes. This is the trickiest part of the trail, I think, because at least the first time I was here, it wasn't too easy to find the trail, but it looks like someone has come through and improved the blazes since then, so it shouldn't be as difficult for you, especially since we'll leave. Whoa. Almost got into swampy area, but it shouldn't be as difficult for you because we'll leave waypoints on our map at hemlockstateexplorer.com. This valley between Second Mountain and Sharp Mountain is known as Stony Valley, and I'll let you figure out why as I pan to each side. This valley is full of history. It has the Stony Valley Rail Trail, which was a railroad for transporting first coal for some mining operations at now abandoned ghost towns of Roush Gap and Yellow Springs and some others. But now it's an excellent biking trail, and you can still find the ruins of the abandoned coal mining towns. We visited some at hemlockstateexplorer.com, and Lord willing, hope to put some more on the map. I've hiked here a number of times and biked the rail trail and have explored a lot of the interesting historical sites and just had many pleasant walks through the woods. I knew about this particular trail loop for a year or two before I hiked it. I put it on the bottom of my to-do hiking list initially because I had heard reports that it was poorly blazed and it was hard to find the trails and there were swampy sections. We did encounter a few wet spots, but they were certainly manageable, and it looks like this has been, the blazes have been improved since the first time I've been here. It was a mistake on my part, I think, to not make it out here sooner. So I want to make this as easy and as pleasant for you as I can. So be sure to check out all our notes and what you need to know before you go at hemlockstateexplorer.com. And hopefully this video inspires and entices you to get out here and enjoy this magnificent loop. And as you see, it's pretty easy right now. We are on the rocky northern shore of the Lebanon Reservoir, panning towards the Seagrass Dam, which we passed on the way up. We're standing on one of several boulder outcroppings. There's the dam in the center of the screen, and then to our left in that pine stand is the first beach area we visited, and following that was the glorious rhododendron tunnel, or rather tunnels. There are multiples, but just take in this beautiful color and sky and water. We just passed the very western end of the Lebanon Reservoir, which you can see through the trees, a section that I call Newt City. Well, you can figure that out when you visit there, but this is why they call it Stony Valley. Really beautiful, verdant, moss-covered rocks, but it is tricky going and a little rough on the ankles if you're not careful. The only way we got here is because of the orange blazes on the trees. Well, some are red, some are orange, and the fact that I knew where the cable bridge is, which you see before you. So I would strongly recommend checking out the map. Whoops, let me go on the other side. I strongly recommend checking out the website before you come here, because unless you know what you're looking for and you have a really keen eye for these blazes, it can be tricky to find this spot. A little bit more challenging doing this one-handed. Don't grip the cable too tightly, because you might get some metal splinters, but just be careful of that. Hey, we made it across, and here is the Evening Branch. I always thought that was such a cool name for a stream, the Evening Branch. But here's the Evening Branch as it flows into the reservoir, and here is the cable bridge. What fun! So, gonna jump down. Excuse me a moment. I had to put the camera down for a moment while I jumped off the cable bridge, but definitely bring the family here. This is so much fun. Well, you can see the blazes are really well marked, or the trees are really well marked with blazes on this side. We won't have a problem getting up to the Stony Valley Rail Trail, and that will take us complete the circuit back to the Seagrass Dam. But anyway, definitely take the family here. If they can handle a little bit of a rocky hiking, and if you equip yourself with the tools we give you beforehand, you can have a really great time out here and be the fun outdoor hero, mom or dad. So this is such a pleasant hike with a lot of diversity in the landscape. Right now you see we're in a very rocky portion. We had some pine stands, a rhododendron forest, and well, you saw for yourself. And then the beautiful lake views. Fall time is my favorite time to come out to this area on account of how the lake gives you these superb hillside views of the leaves. The Stony Valley Rail Trail is just behind us, and this is the Newt City section of the reservoir. Just wanted to bring to your attention, there's a lot of beaver activity out here, which is fun to see. And up on the Evening Branch, a little farther west on the Stony Valley Rail Trail, you can see some beaver dams and lodges even in the middle of the Evening Branch. They turn the Evening Branch into a swamp up that direction, and Lord willing, we'll show you that on a future adventure. But up toward the Stony Valley Rail Trail, which is that flat part right ahead of us. We are coming out of the woods after descending alongside Seagrass Dam, and the Lebanon Reservoir Trail completes its circuit right back at Swatara Furnace where we began. Overall, this has been an exceptional adventure. What a great way to spend a few hours on a beautiful day like this. And be sure to check out all of our adventures at hemlockstateexplorer.com. Thanks for joining us. And until next time, we can't wait to see you on the next adventure.